Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS22 map presentation video. In this video I'll show you my new map Hinterland. And this map is available at ModHub for all platforms, and I'll provide a link in the description below this video. Yeah, Hinterland is what the name already says. It is an area far beyond everything city-like or town-like. There is nearly nothing. Only meadows and forest and some little lakes and a river. A ship that is coming from time to time, and a very, very little harbor with some shops, restaurants and a bakery. And we have a small farm, and where we fly to. Yeah, this is a map for do-it-yourself players. So it's your task to develop this area with fields and villages and farms and whatsoever you like. And in the beginning there are only 3 fields that you can see here. And if you play as new farmer, you own those fields and you own a little farm. And as you can see there, it's just a tiny farm and with a very tiny farmhouse. And we go there now and then I'll show you. Yeah, and before we drop to the ground, I'll show you the landscape. As you can see, there is rather a lot areas that are quite flat, but not totally flat. There are very little heights even in the more or less flat areas, so it's not like a table. And there are some tiny hills, and the bigger hills have forests on top. Yeah, and when there is a hole in the ground, you have a little lake. And behind the map is are bigger hills, as you can see. Yeah, now we drop to the ground. Zip. And then maybe first I show you the PDA map. So, it's a standard size map. Everything that has green trees here is the map, and this is the surrounding, which is not the map, but you can see it. And here we have a border area that is still the map, but you can't go there. This is that when you are at the border where you can't go, it still looks like the map and you don't get the feeling, oh, now there is the ugly part behind somehow, but it's still looking like normal trees and such. And the farmlands are all squares. And you own those two where the fields are and the lake, most of the lake and the little farm. And you can buy the farmlands for 79 plus euro or dollar. And only this one is a little bit more expensive, and I don't know why, but it's still in the same area price-wise. Yeah, and as you can see, there is not much developed in this map. Most of it is just forest and meadows. And this is the farm. Very simple, and I made it especially for this map, the buildings, to have this simple style. And here you have a tiny house as a farmhouse, but you can go inside and have, you can play cooking, and here you have a Murphy bed, or you could sleep there, and here we have a wardrobe. But we can sleep everywhere in the hut. Oh, not here, because this is the wardrobe area, and in front of the hut we can sleep. And here is a bathroom, small and tiny, simple. And I made some sheds, a silo and a cow barn with all the same texture style that it fits together. So here we have drive-through sheds. They are all drive-through sheds, and a silo, multi-fruit with 10 million liters. So most of the storage area is underground for sure. Here another shed and a cow barn with 6 cows already. And here we have a small buying station where you can buy animal food and farm supplies such as seeds and fertilizer. And you get water for free at this buying station. But the other stuff costs the normal price. Yeah, this cow barn is good for 25 cows. And here you have the base game chicken barn with some chickens already. And there you have a place where you can enjoy your lake and imagine to go fishing also. And there on this island you have a little shed with a picnic table and a grill for your leisure time in the evening when you are done with your agricultural work. Yeah, let's have a look at the machinery. And you can sell everything. So you can sell all the buildings, and you can sell the decoration. The decoration from the farm you can sell in one piece, and then this border disappear as well. And you just click on this or on the bench, and then you can sell the decorative stuff. And the tree you need to cut. You can't sell it, but you can cut it down, and then you can start with your own farm. Or you start with farm manager, then all this area is empty except the tree. So here we have our start equipment, the usual combine, and a Valtra N with 201 horsepower. So the biggest machine, and the Fendt Favorit has the biggest machine as well. It has 150 horsepower. And then we have the Bührer, and I added it because I thought it's such a cute tractor, and it's always nice to have a third tractor to pull, like a trailer or such, to have something to use on the farm when the other tractors are working on the fields also. A car, a trailer, and loading wagon. And here we have a lot of other stuff. So it's all small equipment, but a little bit more than usual. So in the base game maps, I know a lot of mod maps that have all those additional stuff as well. So we have here the Böckmann. If you have products that you want to sell or other stuff to transport, a windrower and a mower and a tedder and a sewing machine and fertilizer machine, and here we have the usual cultivator, and this is something special. This is a subsoiler that thinks it is a plow, and it has a different color than usual. This is a special mod plow subsoiler that I made as, for this map, because in such a do-it-yourself map you usually have to make a lot of fields, and without additional mods you usually have to take a plow for making fields, and for a lot of players that is hard work to do with a plow, because the plow has such a strange shape, and I prefer to make fields with a square shape somehow, and therefore I thought, what could I offer the players of my map to have it easier to make your own fields without needing to add a mod. There are mods out for PC players. You can just use all cultivators to make fields, and for console players there is a bunch of special cultivators with field function, but I thought I wanted to add it into the map, my own mod somehow, and this is the subsoiler that thinks it is a plow. So when you use it on the field, it makes the plow texture, and the field thinks it has been plowed and not treated with a subsoiler. And you can buy it if you want several of this in the plow area, because it thinks it is a plow. And yeah, you can use it to make your own fields, and I already tested it, and me personally I like to use it, so I find it easy, and it has 4 meters, and let's see, you only need 130 horsepower, so you can use it with Fendt Favorit and the Valtra to make your own fields. So, and here we have some front loader stuff, and we have the little baler and the loading wagon for this baler. And that's it with equipment for the new farmer mode. And maybe we just have a drive to the port to have a look at the port. Or no, as we are already here at our own land, I show you what we can paint in the landscape mode. So maybe the most interesting feature for most of you is the field creation painting modus. This is here. It is in the plants area, because you can paint it like a floor texture, but the game thinks this is a foliage, like grass or a bush or flowers, and therefore you can find it in the plants area. And I told the game that it should be free of all costs, so €0 or dollar, but the game takes money for it, and yeah, I don't know how to change it, that you can paint the fields cheap or free. Yeah, cheap or free. So it is rather expensive. And if you want to have a cheap field creation, you take the subsoiler, or you get some money from a Patreon, a donor, and donor, generous guy that gives you money, and I'll show you later where you can get this money from. So you could use it if you have enough money, and in this map we have a built-in function for getting a lot of money. So yes, and here you have some additional plans to paint. Now first maybe I'll show you this. This is the basic stuff that is already delivered with Erlengrad. This map is based on Erlengrad. So every map is always based on one of the base game maps, and this is on Erlengrad. And those are additional plants that you can paint, and here we have some sticks and small sticks and some mushrooms and fern and a lot of additional bushes. Here some more, and we have some additional floor texture paintings too. This is the normal stuff from Erlengrad that you can paint up to here, and I added some more that are built in this map and that are usually not paintable for the player, and I made them paintable. This is here. Some tiles, and here riverbank. So if you want to make a lake, and it looks quite good as a little bit dirt on this gravel place, and rock and wet sand and water puddle. Oh, you can't see here. Here you can see better that it looks like wet, like a puddle. And maybe you ask yourself, why are there not more textures for painting? It has a reason, and an important reason. For me it was important to make this map very tiny. It has only less than 100 megabytes storage place, and it has little slots that I could manage, and to make this possible it was important that I didn't add additional floor textures into the map. There are some maps out there that had a lot of additional floor textures, and the old consoles exploded when playing it, and so they are no more available for old consoles, and maybe only because of a big amount of floor textures. And therefore I was very conservative, and I thought, okay, I don't include additional floor textures, only what is available in the map itself, because Erlengrad is working on old consoles and old PCs, so this is optimized, and I only make that what is inside the map available for you to paint. So those are usually not available for painting, but they are built into the map. And for painting this map or this decoration stuff and so, I only use those available textures. It was not always easy to have so few of them, but yeah, in the end it worked quite good. I would have liked to have more, like those floor tiles and more different kind of rocks and cobblestones, and not only wet sand but dry sand and so on, but maybe that would have made it difficult to play on old consoles, and therefore it's only those. And did I show you the trees? No. In Erlengrad you can only buy, I think, those trees. Maybe the spruce as well. I forgot what was the how many could be bought in Erlengrad, and then I added all the trees that are available on other maps. So the Elm Creek trees, for example. Here we have a maple and a young American elm and this downy serviceberry, and because I find it very important when you have the build your own map that you have all possible trees for building available. So is this all? I think this is all. Okay, now we can go to the how you get more money. And this is here in generators. You could, one possibility is you build holiday homes and you pay much more than for the farmhouse or for the decorative version, but you get an income from this. But this is not the generous version because you have to pay a lot. You get approximately 100,000 bucks a year from those holiday homes. But when you want to have a generous patron, you can use the patronage program, and this is the wood patronage sign. It's like the government subsidiary that you can find in ModHub, but it has 3 different stages and it looks a little bit different, but it's the same. So from this you get about 100,000 bucks a year. From the silver you get 1 million bucks a year, and from the gold one you get 10 million bucks a year. And if you want more, you just put more of them. And I included those into the map because I thought, if you want to build villages and lot of decoration and all this stuff, you need money. And especially for console players, there are cheats mods out there. This government substingsbums. But I thought, why not putting my own money earning stuff into this map? I had this idea already in the beginning of the FS19, and yeah, then the government stuff came into ModHub so fast, and I thought, okay, forget about it. But I thought, in my own maps, I can use them. Yeah, and therefore you have this generous donors that give you a lot of money. And we have other things in the building menu. Here we have all those sheds. There are 5 different sizes. So the big one, only half of it, this medium size, small one, and a small one with outside walls. They are all drive-through sheds. And we have the silo. And we have the buying station. And we have the gas station. So as you can see, everything that is built on the map is available in the build menu as well. Tools. Yes, there are tools. There is the workshop. And the same like in the port area. Oh, the one in the port area I will show you. And the farmhouse is this tiny house. And then we have a production, and I will show you in the farm area. And you can put it wherever you want. A bakery, an extended bakery that produces more than just bread and cake. You can use it as a grain mill and an oil mill as well. And it looks a little bit different, and it has a German name because here I imagined this map to be in Germany, but I think you could imagine it to be in somewhere else, in America, or maybe in England too. Okay, there are no hedges, but it's no man's land somehow. The Hinterland. And we have selling stations as well for wood, and a farmer's market, a modified, and a restaurant that I built myself. We have this cow barn here. It has the same size as this cow pasture, but this cow pasture has only 15 cows and costs 75,000 bucks, and my one has a different fence and a shed that if the weather is really wet, they can go underneath the shed and have it dry. And you can have 25 cows inside. And we have decorative objects. This tiny house just for decoration. And an empty version of the tiny house where you can store bales and seed bags and such. And here we have a picnic. I'll go a little bit closer. A picnic bench and a bench, a grill, and some firewood stacks. They are from FS19, and I converted them. Here we have wooden trunks, and we have bridges and such. And you can, so the height is always according to the place where you put it on the river bank or on the shore of the lake. So if you go underneath, it's very it disappears, and if you go here it's much higher. So with this place you regulate the height, and we have this 60 meter. You can use it, yeah, for a lake or as a bridge, and this has wood at the sides that you don't fall down as easy if you drive on this. This is the small one, like this, and this is the big one as I used in the port area. And we have this little shed just for fun and decoration. And if you ask yourself, and where are all the houses for building my villages? I didn't put additional objects into the map, only what I put into the map, what I used here, because everybody likes to have a different style of building. So if you want to make an American village, you can do it, and you only need American buildings. And if you want to make it a French looking map, then you could use the buildings from the French map. I have all kinds of base game buildings available in different mods, and on ModHub also, and other modders have other buildings for map building available, and so you can just choose the house style that you like and include it as a mod and use it for building your own villages. Yeah, so now I think we can drive to the port. Like so. And we could jump, but I thought like this we could enjoy the landscape. And for me it was important to give this map nice landscape, that even if you are not so far advanced in your map building, you can enjoy the landscape just like, yeah, feeling well in the nature somehow. And step by step you can expand your developed area with agriculture, and the rest looks like a nice landscape. And yeah, this is how I imagine a nice landscape with soft rolling hills and flowery meadows and such. So here we are at the port area, and there is the ship. It comes every now and then, and this is for your imagination, that you can imagine this is the connection to the outer world, because we are very isolated here, but this ship brings stuff here, maybe the tractor you ordered, and it takes away the wheat you harvested into the world. But it only has a function for your imagination. So, and here we have the vehicle store. Yes, it is very small, and I thought in such a hinterland area we won't have a huge building with glass, big glass windows and concrete and such and elegant, but it's more like a hut where somebody comes every now and then and takes our orders, and that's our small vehicle store. And this guy says hi if you click, and here we have some information brochures about tractors and such, and you can take it and play. Okay, I have to have a look which tractor I want to buy. And other than that, it functions just like the normal shop, as always. And here we have workshop. And this is the workshop that you can place everywhere where you want, where you own the land. And this is just a normal workshop where you can repair your vehicles, sell them and such. And as you can see, it is very basic too. Then here we have a small gas station, and here is the selling station for the harbor. You can sell everything here, even wood. Here is the wood selling exclamation mark. And what you sell here will be stored in this silo until it's delivered to the ship that brings it to the outer world. But this is only for your imagination. It's just a normal selling station. And you have more selling station. Here we have a farmer's market. It's quite big, considering that there is nothing here on this map. But there is a big hope that you build a village, and then this farmer's market will earn a lot of money with the stuff you deliver. And here you can see it's a lot of hope. Rather big, full of vegetables. And here we can see the vegetables already. So as you can see, it's a modified farmers market as we know it from other maps. And I played a little bit with the inside and with the outside colors. Here we have the animal dealer, and it's a very small one too.
Hi.
And the young lady says hi. She is here always. Only in the night this animal dealer and the vehicle shop, they close. But only after 10 p.m. and even then you can buy animals or vehicles. Here are already some cows. If you buy the land, you own this cow barn and you own the cows. And here we have a restaurant. We can look inside into the kitchen. Here. But we can't go there. But we can go in the guest room. Here.
Hi.
And the young lady says hi. And we can take the pizza. And here are other dishes as well waiting for us to eat. So if you want to role play here, you can go and have food in the restaurant. And we can see the 4 generations of owners and cooks. This is the old one, the founder, and his son, and the grandson, which is much older now because he already has a daughter, and the daughter is the chef now. And as you can see, she is very happy and likes to cook. And you can sell a lot of stuff here. So in the back. Here. So all in all, we have 3 selling stations on this map already installed. And then there is the bakery. You own it already. And you can produce more stuff than in usual bakeries. You can have flour, not only from wheat, barley and oat, but from sorghum and corn as well. And you can produce bread and cake and the 3 kinds of oil. And this is because I thought if there is only one production on this map, then this should be a production that is able to produce quite some stuff. So it is not a all-round production, but yeah, I thought the most important stuff can be produced here from the all your grains and all the oil fruits, and so you have a good start, and then you can place all productions that you want to place. And as we have seen already, you can place this bakery at other places too. So this is owned by the main farm. If you play in multiplayer, you would need to place your own bakery if you want one. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I wish you a lot. Oh, no. One thing more. If you want to play in survival mode somehow, I have an additional offer. The pour making weights. So if you think, oh, it's not hard enough for me to build most of the farm myself, I want to have no money in the beginning. There you have 4 different kinds of pour making weights, and those are normal weights with 1.1 tons of weight, but they are very expensive. And for the new farmer, you can use the 100,000 bucks weight. So the weight is nothing special. The special thing is that it costs so much. And okay, here I already got some money from the patronage, but you can forget this. And when I buy it, I'm much poorer now. And it is here. So this version is if you want to keep your farm and your fields and the equipment, but you don't want to have money in the beginning, then you can use this version. But if you want to play as farm manager and you want to start without money and without farm and vehicles and, then you can play as farm manager and buy this for 1.5 million. And how to make money? This is easy. There are 3 fields, and when you don't own them, other farmers own them, and you can have contracts. So there are few contracts available, only from 3 fields. That is not not a lot. So you will have to sleep a lot, but yeah, there are contracts to start really with 0. And if you want to play in hard mode, there are two different options, because when you start in hard mode, you get start from scratch, I mean, then you have 500,000 bucks, but 200,000 of them are credit. So either you repay the credit and then you have 300,000 left, you buy this poor making weight for 300,000 bucks and you have zero. Or if you want to have it really, really, really hard, so to pay the interest for a credit that you can't enjoy because you don't have it, then you can buy this and you still have the credit on your shoulders, and then it will be very, very hard. But this is your choice, only when you want to play somehow in survival mode. You don't need them. And yeah, then there are some more things even that are a little bit hidden. If you play with seasons, so the normal way to play the game, then you can sow wheat and barley in spring. So then you have summer wheat and summer barley. This is normal. So the most of the wheat and barley is cultivated as winter grain, like we have in the game, but there is also in reality the possibility to sow it in the springtime. Then you harvest a little bit later, and that is something I included into the game, that you can sow it in March and April. And if you do so, you will get the harvest in August for wheat and in July for barley. And other than that, it's just normal wheat and barley. And you can sow meadow with flowers instead of grass on fields if you so wish. So you can make the normal grass without flowers, or if you like the flowers so much, your sowing machine is able to sow meadow with flowers just like the normal grass, and it behaves like the normal grass. And there is another thing. If you don't want to play with the seasonal calendar or seasonal cycles, and you deactivate the seasonal growth, then you have rapid plant growth. I included rapid plant growth into this map, and then the wheat and such, all the grains, they grow in 2 days. So one day you sow, and next day it's half grown and you can fertilize and whatsoever you want to do, and the next day it's harvest ready. And yeah, so a lot of people have wanted this already for more than 1 year, and in my own map I can include the rapid plant growth, and that's what I did. But if you say, oh, I don't want to play with seasonal growth, but I don't want it so fast, then you can increase the days per month and then it grows slower. So you have the option to play with slow plant growth if you have more days per month. And if you forget all what I said about the special features of this map, you can go here to this question mark and press R on PC, or here and on consoles you can see what you have to press instead, and then you open the help menu, and I have a special page for this map where all the stuff that I told you and showed you is written. So here is the patronage program, the survival mode, and how you can create fields, and there is water everywhere, so the water plane is all over the map, and you can just dig with the landscaping mode and buy more lakes and buy rivers and how you want. And if you don't want to have the lakes, you could just raise them and then there are no more lakes. And here we have the spring wheat and spring barley and the rapid plant growth. Oh, and did I show you the collectibles? No, I didn't. So there is one that I show and the other ones you have to search. There are 36 golden animal statues, small statues or figures. Here this is a cow, and you can just go there and and there you get 30,000 bucks, and that makes it easier if you want to play hard mode, but not so hard. You can just find some collectibles and then you have more money. And when you have found all, you have got about 1 million in total. So I think now that's all about the map. I wish you a lot of fun playing on Hinterland, and as I said, it's available at ModHub for all platforms, and you find a link in the description below. And I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.